Aloha, children of the night, and welcome to the Tiki Goth Club. Friends, I have some big news today. It's an idea that I've been thinking about doing for like a long time, and it finally became a reality. A couple months ago, me and my good buddy Joel were hanging out. And just so you know, Joel is a good friend of mine. We work out every week, and we play disc golf together. And he is actually the guy who came up with the idea. Is like, Ray, you should actually start a Tiki Goth club, like where people meet up and do things, as opposed to just like it being your YouTube show. And I'm like, what, that's a great idea. And I'm so glad that I did. I mean, it's really bringing like a lot of people together across the country. And he was saying to me like, you should send out like a Tiki Goth Club newsletter. Just like sending out like the information about like what's going on or if there's anything coming up. And I thought like, well, I don't know if I like that idea, because it's just like, to me, that would just be like spam, and I'd be emailing it out, and I don't even have anyone's email address. So how would I do that? But then I did think about it a little bit more, and I thought, but creating a fanzine would be pretty cool. And I thought like, okay, I can make a fanzine. It's like kind of like DIY. And I could do like articles, on like Tiki Goth Club stuff, creepy tiki stuff. I've done some write-ups on like people's home tiki bars that have a horror bent to it. Maybe I can like feature like artists and stuff like that. And maybe I can even get some of my friends to contribute. And I thought like, the more I thought about it, I'm like, man, that is a really, really cool idea. And then I just thought like, I have to do it. I have to make this happen. There's two different ways I could have gone with this. I could have gone with like the idea of like making a magazine, which would be a full-size magazine, like say Exotica Modern. But I always had a lot of respect for Otto von Stroheim's Tiki News, because that literally was the only document out there in the early 90s about like what the second wave of Tiki was. And those are artifacts. I love the fact that like it's something that you can hold in your hand. And I thought in honor of the Tiki News fanzine, I thought like, I'll make myself a fanzine. And a fanzine is essentially an 8.5 by 11 sheet folded in half. So it's, instead of a magazine being like this big, it's like this big. I reached out to a couple people out there and hit like, people that are in the Tiki Goth Club, because I want to have it where like, if people are going to contribute, I'd like them to be members of the Tiki Goth Club. So that's what I did. And with each person's article that they wrote, I even have like their Tiki Goth Club number there too. And I reached out to some people. They sent me back some articles. I did some writing myself. And what can I say? The TIkiNomicon is ready to go. And here it is. And I am blown away how well this turned out. And my original idea is I wanted it to be like black with the logo and TIkiNomicon. But then a good friend of mine, my friend Dave, who actually moved to Seattle recently from the East Coast, he actually is, he used to do graphics and layout and stuff like that. So this kind of thing is his bag. And he really knocked it out of the park for me. So he was my layout guy. And he made it look like an old book, and with the wrinkles on the logo and everything. And it's funny because like I decided like, well, how much am I going to charge for it? And a going rate for like a magazine is like $10, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to charge $10. 7/8 just seems odd, so I thought like $5. Okay, I'm going to charge $5 for the fanzine. I think that's fair. And it's funny, Dave came up with the idea of like putting like a little price tag on that's saying $5, and it even says used. So that's awesome. But well, let's take a look inside. Right off the bat, I have a little intro that I wrote, just kind of like telling you about what the Tiki Goth Club is. And then I wanted to do a proper history of like how the whole Tiki Goth Club started. So I wrote an article here called like The Secret Origins of the Tiki Goth Club. And it really spells it all out, how it came to be. I have some artwork that was given to me by a guy named Brandon on the internet, Eric Ramirez from down in Florida. He sent me an article about this death metal surf band and called Kogas, and they're a band I definitely would like to check out, because if you know me, I love Slayer and metal. My good friend Mr. Monster a Go-Go, Sean Gadberry, it's kind of like the main feature, and it's a write-up about different horror / tiki movies that came out over the years. And he actually, originally I was like talking to him, I'm like, hey, just give me like I was thinking like maybe like 2 or 3, and he gave me like 10 of them. So I actually, he actually did a little write-up of all these cool movies that could be considered tiki and horror. And really, really great write-up. And if you know Sean, he actually is a blogger. His website's The Tiki Tourist. He has created mail art, like horror movie mail art. And if you've gotten one of his, you know what I'm talking about. It's like really, really cool stuff. And then my good buddy Kevin Crossman went over to Europe, and while he was over there, he found this church, this like Gothic church that actually has a bar inside it. Not so much a bar like a tiki bar, but they also serve tiki drinks. So, talk about combining tiki and goth. If you're a member of the Tiki Goth Club, you know that I'm really, really good friends with Heather and Ken Pleasant, and they came up with the idea of like creating a Tiki Goth Club mask for just club members. So hopefully you're one of the 50 that got one, and I did a little write-up on it and talked about how it all came together. And I have one right there, and it's killer. Last but not least, I will always have a Tiki Goth Club member spotlight, and that is always a surprise. So you gotta buy a copy to see who it is. So there you go. That's the TIkiNomicon. I'm charging $5 for it. If you want to get a copy of it, it's over at TikiGothClub.com, and it's already been selling very, very well. And there's going to be more, and I'm excited to work on issue 2. And if anyone out there wants to contribute to the Tiki Goth Club fanzine, just reach out to me and we'll work out something. So anyway, at the very, very beginning of all this, when I came up with the idea of the Tiki Goth Club, originally it was just going to be the name of a series that I have on YouTube. And I'm very proud of that series. But what I'm more proud of is the fact that the Tiki Goth Club has turned into an actual club with real people and real get-togethers, and the camaraderie within everyone has been nothing but great. I'm starting to do Zoom Tiki Goth Club meetups that so far I've done 2, and they've both been a lot of fun. And I think there's a lot of people out there that are in the tiki scene that are also into things on the gothic or the horror or the creepy side. And that's what I want the Tiki Goth Club to be, a complete amalgamation of those two worlds together. Well, there it is, the TIkiNomicon, and hopefully you'll be as excited to read it as I did making it. And again, go to TikiGothClub.com. It's only $5. Shipping is $5, so $10 out the door. You can't beat that. The Tiki Goth Club is way more than just this YouTube program. It's also a club that you can join. For $15, you can become a member of the Tiki Goth Club. You get your own membership card with your own number. I'll send you a couple stickers and a pin. I also have shirts for sale, patches, and glasses. If you're interested in any of this, head over to my website, TikiGothClub.com, and everything's there for you.